Welcome Wanderers. Today we are going to test out the spiral curlers. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's C-E-K-E-M-E. So Cekeme. I'm not sure. I found them on Amazon. They were about $25. And we're going to check and see how well they perform. I have naturally curly hair, but sometimes my curl isn't consistent. So I do like to have curlers if I'm looking for a specific look. We'll also be testing these on some other people in the house who have different hair types to see how well it's received. But first, I've got a shower. All right, so these curlers, as I said, I got on Amazon. They're really kind of unique. So it is made from this plastic material. It is a fibrous kind of netting material that has been shaped into these spiral tubes. It has rubber on each end that you would actually use to guide your wand. This is it fully assembled, and you would run the length of the curler and pull the hair through. As you can see, there's the two different sizes. The orange ones are a bit bigger. They're longer and provide a wider curl. What I did to clean them was I mixed rubbing alcohol and water together and put them in a bowl and just rinsed them. You can also use a spray bottle, but I would imagine dish soap would work just as fine. I preferred the rubbing alcohol. So what we're going to do is I am going to run these through my hair, see how they set, see how they style. I'll let you know how comfortable they were, both putting them on and taking them off, as well as wearing them. They do appear to have a pretty good ability to bounce back. All right, guys, so I wanted to just give you an idea of what my natural curl does in the back here. And this is what I mean when I say that I have different textures or different kinds of curl. In the back, it's really tight, and I get these baby curls. On the crown and at the front, they are a lot looser. So right now, I'm starting with the back, and I'm doing the bigger curls. And I don't know if I'm going to get any footage of me actually putting the curlers in, because I was supposed to have help, and I am all alone. So I'm going to do my very best. You take that, and it pulls through pretty easily. You don't want to overfill it. They are pretty comfortable. I have not had any issues as of yet. I could see where when you're pulling the wand through, so for example, you put that on there on the wand and you can just pull it down. And get your strand. And you hook the hair through the top hook of the wand. And then you're just going to slide the curlers sheath up into your hair. You can hold the curler and then start to pull the wand, and as you can see, the hair easily pulls through. Now, my hair is curly, and I was a little concerned that the curl would tangle or pull. So far, that hasn't been the case, but I think that's probably because I'm not overloading the curlers and I'm doing pretty narrow strands. I expect that if you did put larger chunks of hair, you would have a tendency to tangle, and it may get bunched up, because essentially while you're pulling this through the curler, your hair is folded in half, so twice the thickness. Something to bear in mind when you're loading the hook.
Take the small strands of hair. I'm twisting it a little to get it around that hook easier.
Okay.
And then I can push it up to the scalp to have it close. Pull the hair over and through. Does that hurt at all, Mama?
No.
All right.
It went on pretty easy, even when I was doing it.
There we go. That looks like that's going to be a lot better spread out. as the moment when the phrase "anything fits if you try hard enough" did not follow through. Oh, that came out so much nicer. I see a bit here that I want to get.
I am a tentacle monster. Danger, Will Robinson, danger!
So good news, these also double as entertainment.
So that'll be good for your child.
Hey. Shush! I am not talking to you.
Love you.
Lies and propaganda. All right, guys. So I've had the curlers in for maybe 2 hours. I'm going to check now and see how dry it is and whether or not it's set. I'm going to hold the top of my curl to make sure that I'm not stretching it more than I need to. And I'm going to start down here at the bottom of the curler where I see the hair stops. Okay, now to be honest though, it does feel still a little damp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rerun it and wait a little while longer. Okay guys, it's been several hours and I'm gonna go ahead and take these guys out and find out what we ended up with. It's been about, like I said, a few hours. We're getting close to 4. But the reason why I'm not gonna leave it in longer than that is because in reality, I wouldn't wear curlers overnight because I don't like how it disrupts my sleep. This would be something that I would be doing early and styling later. So 4 hours is a reasonable amount of time for me. Wow, that came out really nicely. It did pull a little bit more than I would have wanted it to. But it came out quite nicely and it's made a very nice ringlet. I may actually have to change into a lighter colored shirt. Okay. Barely in there. Okay. Just trying to reshape it a little bit there. So I'm pinching the curl and then I'm squeezing at the base of the curler. And that's really opening it up so that I can pull it out without pulling the hair so much. They're coming out very nicely, very well coiled. They're soft and cool to touch. I don't think that it's cool because it's damp. I'm not really feeling. There may be a little bit of moisture in some of the thicker parts of the coils, but actually I think it's just how cool the air is here right now. All right. So it's a lot. Okay, so lots and lots of coils. They came out really solid. I use a curling shampoo, and I put this leave-in conditioner in when I get out of the shower. When my hair started to get dry, I did spray it with Carol's Daughters. The black vanilla, I love it. It's not super heavy, and it works really well for moisturizing. I have very thirsty hair. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do with all of this. It's a mess of curly fries right now. No lie. All right, so here we've tried the curlers on Crystal's hair. She has a naturally thick hair. It does not take a curl very well in the past. But to be quite frank, she is very tender-headed, so she has not tried to curl her hair a lot. Now, that is the reason why we did a test on her hair. Because she is so tender-headed that as a child and even now, she has a very difficult time with other people brushing or manipulating her hair in any way. It was her opinion that there were only really a couple of spots that were painful. So that's really good to know for anyone who's tender-headed or has a sensitive scalp. So when you pull the wand through the curler, sometimes the curl will be coiled or uncoiled in the wrong direction. These guys very easily return to shape. We will go ahead and let these set and see how it turns out. Yay! All right, so Crystal's curlers are out, and as you can see, they really transferred quite well. There's a lot of spring, a lot of soft coils, and just really great. I'm really pleased with it. Now we're going to give her a chance to see what it looks like for herself. I will say that she did mention that it did hurt removing the curls. I tried really hard to hold on to the base of the curl and remove the curler gently, but because of the spiral structure, it's actually, really hard to not tug on that hair. So for anyone who has a sensitive scalp, just be mindful that putting it on, in her experience, it wasn't that painful, but the removal was when it kind of did, it did smart a little bit. All right, so we've got you curled up. How were they? Did they hurt?
In certain places that's really close to the scalp, it tugged a little, but other than that, it's fine. It was very gentle, and I don't really, I feel them, but it doesn't hurt or tug or anything, so, I won't have a problem with this sitting on my head.
All right, so we've removed the curlers from Van's hair. Hers is substantially shorter. So the curls are really tight. And now we're going to style that and see if we can get her to enjoy the life of the curly fry. All right, and final product.
It's adorable.
Springy, curly. We went with the headband for her. I did end up having to brush a little bit of the curl out to get that band placed.
I'm adequately fabulous.
All right, guys. So where did we end up? This curler set's pretty awesome, actually. It may be my favorite curler set ever. I really liked the results. This was so easy to break up the curls and not lose any of their spring. Occasionally, I think over here, for example, that area kind of lost a little bit of it. But for the most part, I'm really happy with the way it held onto the coil. It really felt easy. It wasn't pulling or tugging anywhere. It didn't cause any real concern where I would say, oh no, that's too painful. This is maybe even the only curler set I would consider sleeping in, because it really wasn't difficult to deal with or navigate. And I could see where this would be a very easy curler set to use if you were to sleep with them overnight. All in all, 10 out of 10. I adored them. It was a great price, and I really like how easy they are to clean. I really kind of had fun with it, and I look forward to doing more intentional curls and seeing what I can do for specific looks, but this was just a general, and I am not at all disappointed. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'm really new to platforms, so getting my videos out there is a lot harder. So if you enjoyed it, please share. It puts my content out there a little bit more. I'll be seeing you in another one. Brightest blessings, y'all.